Hey, we'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor, Isotope, makers of software and plugins for audio repair, mixing, and mastering. We use Isotope products here at the High Gain. It's an important part of how we've been able to bottle pure podcast gold week after week. And guess what? Isotope offers 1 free month of Music Production Suite Pro, which has all the tools you need to mix, master, and repair audio. Also, you can get 10% off all other software using the promo code FRET10. That's FRET10. All of this is at isotope.com, IZOTOPE.com. Hey, Ed.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
We're on Patreon.
Oh, yeah?
We are.
Oh, that's cool.
Patreon.com/The High Gain.
Oh, the High Gain.
Yeah. Did you know for $1
Yeah.
you could support our shenanigans?
Yeah. That's great.
Help us out, won't you?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hey, this is Ed Peterson.
And this is John Kiltica, Ed.
This is the High Gain Podcast, John.
High Gain Podcast.
What do we talk about, John?
We talk about lots of things, but guitars.
Guitars,
Mostly.
primarily.
Primarily, yes.
Primarily guitars. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Where are we recording from?
Beautiful. West Seattle, Washington.
Great. It's Sunday.
It's Sunday. It's a little cloudy, but nice.
It's lovely. It's lovely. My back hurts, John.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
I got to tell you,
Yeah.
viewers, this almost didn't go down.
No.
Our man Ed has
Yeah.
been flat on his back, calling out for Lisbeth. I'm coming.
Yep. It's terrible. I went kayaking, and I don't know if I can blame it on the kayaking.
Just blame it on the old.
I prefer to blame it on exercise. You know, you exercise and you get hurt. You don't exercise, everything's fine. That's the way it seems to work for me.
I think you're absolutely right there.
We are no more than a quarter mile from the water.
You could get a kayak,
Yep.
go out there in the water,
Yep.
and see a killer whale.
You can.
Yep.
I didn't see any killer whales, but I did see sea lion, otter, you know, the little dudes that stick their head up out of the water and kind of look at you.
Yep.
Yeah. I need to get in better shape because I hurt my back doing some kayaking. I also am on a lot of pain medications right now.
How many of me do you see? 3.
Right.
Hit the one in the middle.
Hit the one in the middle.
Yep.
Beverages.
Yes.
That sounded fat stringy. You know? The fat strings make the low notes, and the skinny strings make the high notes.
Allegedly.
I'm adjusting the temperature on this heating pad that is attached to my back.
He's got a damp cloth on his forehead.
Oh, my God.
He's got bunny-eared slippers.
It is terrible. I have messed up my back 3 times in my entire life. And I empathize so much with people who have chronic back pain or headaches because I'm a complete mess. And I imagine that what I'm suffering is like a 3 on the back pain scale. And I am incapacitated.
We hired a dude to stand a few feet away from Ed with a big palm leaf.
Yeah.
And fan him.
Oh, my God. It's not working, John.
Yeah. Well, that was the beverage tone.
Yeah.
What do you got there, Ed? You have something different.
I have a Klausthaler original non-alcoholic beer, crafted and bottled in Germany.
Oh.
The German pioneer, it says. Superior taste, crisp and fresh.
The German pioneer.
The German pioneer, yeah. Brewed according to the German beer purity law.
I've heard
with
of
the
that.
finest barley malt and choice hops. It can contain nothing but hops, barley, water. I think that's the deal.
How does it taste?
I don't do the alcohol drinking anymore. I've decided that that's not really my thing. And I still enjoy a nice non-alcoholic beer every once in a while. The only one I get is Klausthaler. O'Doul's and that stuff's just like garbage water. Ugh. But Klausthaler is actually like a great beer, you know?
Oh.
Yeah. What about you? What do you got?
I needed the pep, so I've got a Coca-Cola here.
Yep.
I also have a cup of coffee.
Coffee and a Coke? I'm drinking beer and coffee. What kind of guitar is that?
Well, we've got a bass today. We don't do enough basses, I think. This, Ed, is a Vox Cougar. It's a hollow body.
Block down the center.
No block down the
No block.
hollow body. It's a hollow body.
Not a
bass.
semi. It's a straight up. Great.
2 pickups.
Yeah.
Selector, switch, tone, and volume.
Yep.
But F-holes.
F-holes.
Very nice. This is a lovely kind of cherry red color.
I love it.
Trans red.
Are those tone and volume stock?
What, the knobs?
The knobs, yeah.
Yes. They look like spaceships, don't
Yeah,
they?
it's bright and shiny
Like
and
UFOs or-
How old is that?
This bass was made between 1964
Yeah.
and 1969.
Okay.
This bass was made in Italy,
Okay.
and they switched manufacturers
Okay.
between Crucianelli
Ooh.
and Echo, EKO.
Yeah.
So the first couple of years, Crucianelli made it, and they made a pickguard on it that looked like a bat wing, like on the
Ooh.
Epiphones.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Okay.
And other differences that got switched to this once Echo took over production.
Okay.
So that shrinks the window on this, let's say 65, 66
Okay.
to 69.
Have we ever done a Vox before?
No, but would you like to know the kind of gist of what's going on with Vox?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think you do.
This will be one of those episodes like, you know how sometimes I ask you questions and you just sort of have that panicked look on your face?
It could be.
This will be one of those ones where you ask me a question and I'm just going to have a glassy-eyed, like, what the hell is going on? Because I'm on various opiates and,
I'm going to do my level best to exploit that.
Okay, great. Yeah.
It starts with our man, Thomas Walter Jennings.
That does not sound super Italian.
Nope.
Okay.
Let's just call him Tom.
Tommy.
He's born in 1918
Oh.
in England.
Oh.
He's a Brit.
I have a feeling this guy, we could ring the bell for this guy. 1918? Yeah. Tommy.
Tom left in 78.
Okay.
He grows up in England, Tom.
Okay.
Learns how to play the accordion.
Okay.
Because, you know, at that point in history, we know 20s, 30s, whatever.
Yep.
Accordion,
Yeah.
super popular.
Right.
Who didn't want to play the accordion? If I was alive, I'd play the accordion.
Oh, hell yeah.
Back then? Hell
you
yeah.
kidding me?
And like a lot of people his age, World War II shows up,
Ugh.
and he goes.
Okay.
He joins the Army and serves with the Royal Electrical and Mechanical Engineers.
That's cool.
Yeah. Guy knows his way around a soldering iron.
Oh, are you kidding?
I can imagine.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Makes lots of friends, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But he gets discharged in 42,
42, he's out.
medical.
Okay.
So, I don't know, did our man Tom get shot?
Do we not know? Okay. Maybe a bad back.
Maybe.
Maybe he had a
Yeah,
bad back.
maybe he was addicted to opioids.
I hope not. That's yeah, that would
Bad
be terrible.
back, yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So he comes home and he still plays the accordion.
Yeah.
But now he's got all this mechanical engineer deal. He starts
Right.
tinkering with shit.
Okay.
How does this accordion work?
Right.
How do electronic things work? This is awesome.
Yeah.
He finds kind of a passion. So he opens up a business repairing accordions. And while he's at it, he's buying and selling used instruments and fixing them up for people. It's like, it seems to be a thing he's into.
Totally into it.
Yeah. In 46, this is Tommy.
Okay.
He invents the first electronic organ.
He invents the first electronic organ. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He calls it
Yeah.
the Univox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Runaway success. Nobody'd seen anything like that.
Vox and Univox are the same parent company or whatever?
At this point, 1946, yes.
Weird. I just had no idea. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm learning stuff. Electronic organ.
Remember the
it's a
Farfisa you had?
Yeah.
That's an electronic organ.
Right. But how is that different from a Hammond?
The Hammond actually had mechanical wheels that spun
Oh,
in front of little tiny pickups.
Yeah, totally.
So it wasn't entirely electronic.
Yeah.
It's electromechanical.
Yeah, so those things are heavy. Got it.
So it's a great success. And so he's like, wow, I'm making some dough. What should I do? I should expand this whole deal. So he forms in 1950 the Jennings Musical Instruments Limited Company.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, let's just call it JMI.
Okay.
He gets together with a buddy of his from the Army
Okay.
in the engineering corps, Dick Denny. Old Dick.
Dick Danny is a pretty good name.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good name. I have no problems with that name.
He met Dick in the Army.
Okay.
They were both engineers.
Yeah.
They're both musicians. Both had a passion. Dick has been fucking around with amps.
Oh, you kidding? Of course.
And so Tom is like, hey, why don't you come over to this company I just made?
Right.
We'll fuck around with amps and shit.
Right.
Okay, let's do that.
Sure.
So they changed the name to Jennings Musical Industries Limited, but we'll just keep calling them JMI.
Okay.
This whole time they're messing around with amps, prototypes, trying shit out.
Right.
In 1957, Ed,
Okay.
these cats,
Yeah.
they introduce the Vox AC30 amp.
Oh my God. That is a classic.
Yep.
That's a good amp.
It was the first amp they made to actually have the Vox brand on it.
Okay.
Before that, they made like versions and prototypes of the AC15 and all these kinds of things. But the first one, like official, like, here you go.
Sure. What year? 57.
57.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So Tom
Yeah.
knows some stuff.
Tom's doing great.
And because of that hit,
Yeah.
they become very, very popular with what's going on coming up into the 60s here. What do you got? The Beatles.
Yeah.
All played Vox stuff.
Sure.
The Stones.
Yep.
So then the Americans are like, oh, wow, look what the Beatles are playing. Can we get some of that action too?
We got to get a piece of that.
Yeah, so now they're sending the stuff overseas.
Give me just a little bit of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So at the point they start doing that, they're like, holy crap, we should get a distributor in the U.S. to handle all that Beatles dough.
Right.
They get the Thomas Organ Company. They didn't buy them.
No.
They're handling the market.
Yep.
It's going so great, they're like,
Sure.
now we got to start making instruments.
Right.
Everybody wants
Guitars.
and all of that stuff. But we
Yeah.
can't handle, in our little shop in England, the demand. Mm-hmm. It's just too much. We're busy making amps. We're
Where in England was this place?
Dartford, Kent, England.
I don't even know why I asked. If the answer is not London, I don't know what you're talking about. So, okay.
Yeah, now they got a problem. Everybody wants the Vox stuff. They can't handle the demand.
Sure.
We need somebody else to make this stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go to Italy.
Some of the best luthiers, accordion makers, just general music dudes.
These guys knew how to make some stuff.
Yeah.
The making of the stuff,
Oh, they're into it.
yeah, they start making guitars.
Yeah.
You know the Vox kind of teardrop shaped guitars?
Totally.
They do that.
Yeah.
They're putting
maybe,
effects into the guitars.
Yeah. Those teardrop basses, I don't know.
They were pretty popular. The Stones
totally.
played them. In fact, the teardrop bass was known for a time as the Wyman bass.
Sure.
At the height of this, 64, Beatlemania,
Yeah.
this here bass,
Yeah.
the Cougars introduced.
Right. I like it when you finger bang that cougar over there. You know what I'm saying? You know?
It's got kind of like a woody tone to it.
Woody.
That's probably the hollowness of it. If you play it with a pick, you can really hear it. If I go into that bridge pickup,
Yeah. I dig that.
that's pretty cool.
That instrument is so fun to play. I love playing bass.
It is.
I love it.
Because we're doing a bass,
Yeah.
guess what?
What?
I have a pedal.
Oh, okay. Is it a bass pedal?
It is.
Okay.
So you can hear this tone.
Yep.
I should mention first off, at the beginning of my chain is the Union Tube and Transistor Lab Optical Compressor.
Yeah.
Just to kind of tame the highs and the lows on here, make it a little easier for the recordings.
Yeah, you were playing without that on, and man, that compressor pedal is pretty great.
So that's what I'm going through to just kind of tame it out. But the pedal we want to talk about today
Yeah, let's talk about
is the Tronographics Rusty Box bass preamp pedal.
Jeez.
You can
Holy
go direct
smokes.
out of this,
Okay.
just line level out
Yeah.
to a board somewhere or whatever,
Yeah.
or you can go out post EQ, so
Sure.
you can dial in what you want.
Sure.
You can crank it up into kind of overdrivey.
Okay.
By the way, that hum is these kind of old pickups.
Old boys.
The pickups in this bass are called Husky.
Husky Cougars.
Yeah, 2 single coil Husky pickups.
I love it.
So I dialed up a tone on this here preamp box.
Okay.
Let me know what you think. Before. Here we go.
It's pretty subtle, but it's also just strictly better. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe a pick would help.
Sure.
This is the before sound. Here we go.
Yep.
The thing I like about this
Yeah.
pedal,
Yeah.
it has tons of headroom. You could just crank this thing.
Yeah. Does it shine in that kind of subtle, just to smooth out the tone, or does it shine like cranking that thing up?
I've got it at the beginning of the chain in my pedals, except for
Sure.
the compressor. I've got the compressor first,
Yeah.
and then the preamp, and then you would go out of the preamp, some people would, into whatever. Dirt pedals, whatever all else you have.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can dial in something that would be more noticeable.
I'm super into that. Yeah.
It'll do that if you want.
I want it to. I want it to do that all day.
So it was introduced, and it did okay. One of the biggest guys to play this was a guy named Dougie Reese.
Oh.
You know old Dougie? You probably don't know old Dougie. Or do you?
I don't.
Maybe you don't.
I don't know if I know Dougie or
How
not.
are those opiates?
Oh, they're kicking in.
You know Dougie.
Do I?
No.
Okay.
Maybe you do.
Okay.
Do you?
I don't know. What's his deal?
Dougie Reese was our man in the Echoes. It was a band called the Echoes.
Okay.
They played with everybody.
Okay.
They got their playing on.
Sure.
So much so that they would play with lots of touring acts in the 60s and go on tour with them until they get picked up by Dusty Springfield.
Okay.
Do you know Dusty Springfield?
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, Dusty.
Oh.
1999.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They become her official band.
Okay.
They do so well
Uh-huh.
that on her second album, it's all Dougie Reese and the Echoes. They are Dusty Springfield's band.
Okay.
And he is playing
A Cougar.
a Cougar bass.
Okay.
Want to hear what it sounds like in old Dougie's hands?
Is this Echoes or is this Dusty?
This is Dusty Springfield.
Okay.
1966.
Wow.
It's called
Okay.
Little by Little.
Okay. I feel like that song, I liked it. The production, I felt like was not great.
Not great.
It has that kind of 60s sound to it.
It does,
That,
yeah.
I feel like a modern engineer could probably smooth that out a lot. I liked a lot of what was going on, but it just felt like the mix was all over the place.
All over the place, man.
Weird. Weirdly didn't sound good.
Oh.
Yep.
So that was Dougie Reese on the Cougar bass.
He did great.
That's what he played.
Dougie did great.
Dougie was all over
What's
it.
he up to?
Dougie's still around doing
Okay.
stuff.
Great.
You know, it's weird when I tried to look into more about Dougie himself.
Yeah.
There was like, oh yeah, he grew up playing in bands and did stuff, but like more specific, not a whole lot. Maybe he doesn't like to be on the internets.
He was recording in the early 60s. He's kind of an oldie guy, I would think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess if you assume he was, like at least 20?
Yeah, right?
This year bass, when it
Yeah.
came out,
Yeah.
how much do you think it was?
I think that bass in 1964,
Yes.
that bass was $248.
Wow, that's really good, Ed.
Yeah.
It was $250. How about that?
Oh my God.
You got to do more drugs.
Closest without going over.
Closest to the hole.
Yeah, 248 and it was 250. That's pretty good. I bet you could pick one of those up on sale for 248 if you really looked around in 64.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's $2 today.
Yeah.
That's $2K.
We've done enough of these guitars that, there's some eras where I think I can get kind of close.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm very proud of myself.
There's details in here that are nice. Check out the logo on the headstock.
I dig
It's like
it.
this cool,
I
the
dig
word
it.
Vox going vertically down the
Yeah, yeah,
headstock.
Yeah. This bass was not played a lot. This particular model,
Yeah.
it is pristine. Some of the knob stuff, they look brand new.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
We got this from our friends over there at the thunderroadguitars.com.
Thunderroadguitars.com.
They get the occasional bass in.
Yeah. It's got binding, top and bottom.
It does. The binding on the top
Yeah.
is triple binding.
Ooh.
So white, black, white, black.
Yeah.
The binding on the back is just white.
Mm-hmm.
Binding on the F hole is just white.
Yep. Neck?
Just white.
Yep.
Headstock double bound, white and black.
Great.
Those Italians.
Yeah. So they just couldn't do the manufacturing in England, but it is officially an English company.
Uh-huh.
Vox. Okay.
In fact, it says on the back of the headstock,
Yeah.
made in Italy
Mm-hmm.
by Vox.
Okay.
Wouldn't that say for Vox?
Did Vox own the plant in Italy
No.
or something?
No.
Oh, no.
It was the same dudes that were making guitars and basses for lots of other people.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's 66.
Right.
The manufacturing's going great guns over there in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
In 67, our man Tom,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't like the way things are going. He wasn't real happy with the Thomas organ people in the U.S.
Okay.
The only record I could find was that Tom was disenchanted.
I don't think anything in the Vox line is as successful as the AC30. Their amp line,
Yeah,
everyone knows it.
yeah.
You know, there's not really any guitars that are just the iconic Vox.
The teardrop maybe is the iconic Vox.
I don't know. I just don't feel like it was a huge success.
Compared to the amp.
Everyone was playing Voxes or Marshalls or Fender amps. I would say they were one of the big three.
Anyway, Tom is disenchanted.
Sure.
He splits.
Oh.
67, he's like, yeah, not interested.
Out.
Shortly after that,
Yep.
69,
Yeah.
this here Cougar bass is discontinued.
Cougar bass, 69.
Yep.
Okay.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
Vox is owned by a Japanese company. You may have heard of them, Korg.
Oh, sure. Okay. That was probably 80s or something that Korg bought 'em.
92.
Okay.
But the story gets kind of not as interesting. There are different people making different models under different company names. All this kind of stuff is going on. There are reissues. I
Sure.
was more interested in the bass.
Okay. Anyone else play that thing?
Yep. Guy named John Spiker.
Spiker, that's a good name too.
L.A. cat, contemporary.
Yeah.
Played a lot of the bass stuff with a Cougar for Tenacious D.
Johnny Spiker.
Old John Spiker.
I wonder if that's his real name. I could totally imagine John Spiker being a real dude's name. When you say he played with Tenacious D, I suddenly think the name is fake.
Uh-huh.
Is that some REM for me?
For Ed. I've got
Yeah.
the Rusty Box, the Tronographic Rusty Box dial in.
Sure.
I've got the
Union tube and transistor.
Lab Optical Compressor dial in. Good punch.
You know how to play National Anthem by Radiohead? I think you're skipping something in there, but
Let's pull it up and see how close I got just
Yeah.
out of my brain pan.
out of your brain pan, that was pretty close, but
Oh, it's higher.
man, I love that song. Put a little more groove in it, John. Yeah, there's some. Yeah. I watched an hour-long interview on YouTube with Tom York. It's really great. He's got that new solo album, Anima.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
have you tried an enema for your back?
No. Is that does that help? I mean, I'm at this point I'm willing to do almost anything.
I hear ya.
Yeah.
So that's about it for this bass, Ed.
Okay.
That's pretty interesting, huh?
Oh, wait, you kidding?
Yeah. Are you going to take more drugs now?
I might.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to see what you look like, even more glassy-eyed. And
Yeah. Can you tell I'm a little, yeah, whatever.
it's
whatever.
super awesome.
Yeah. The High Gain
Yeah.
on Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter,
Yep.
Facebook,
Yep.
Patreon,
Yep.
the High Gain Pod at gmail.com.
Yep.
Leave an iTunes review.
Yes.
Smash that subscribe button.
And we also
Yeah.
relaunched our website. I think
Oh,
you're going to
John.
like it.
It looks great.
Thank
The
you.
website redesign looks awesome.
Thank you very much.